Hello, it's David from the 9 to 5 Club. Today I am here because I want you to admit there is a dream inside you. Before you change your life, admit what you actually want. There's a line I keep coming back to from my book, You're More Than Your 9 to 5. That line is admit there is a dream inside you. Not set a goal, not make a 5 year plan, just admit it. Because until you do that, everything else is strategy on top of a lie. If you're honest, you already know what your dream roughly looks like. It shows up in small ways. The people whose lives you're secretly drawn to, the work that makes you forget to check the time, the version of you that appears in your head on long drives or late at night. But instead of saying it plainly, you tidy it up. I'd like to be a bit more fulfilled at work. Maybe one day I'll try something different. It would be nice to have more freedom. And that's not the way to go about it. This is what you should be thinking. I want to build something that's mine. I want real freedom over my time. I want out of this version of my life. I want to be the kind of person who actually goes for it. Admitting that feels dangerous because the moment you say it, you can't fully hide behind I'm fine anymore. So, in the book that I wrote, You More Than Your 9 to 5, I talk about how most people's lives look fine from the outside. They have a 9 to 5, responsibilities, maybe a promotion or two, but inside there's that thought. There must be more than these. Admitting your dream out loud threatens a few things. Other people's comfort because they prefer the version of you who doesn't rock the boat. Your current story. I'm just not that type of person. People like us don't do that. And then your excuses. Once the dream is clear, you may have no choice but to own up to it. So you kind of downgrade it. You don't say, I want to quietly build a completely different life over the next 5, 10 years. Instead, you say, work is a bit busy at the moment, but it's okay. And one is the truth, and one is a cover story. I didn't admit my dream in a perfect journal with a nice pen. In Lisbon, there were fun nights that were actually numbing me. On factory floors in the UK when my English was rough and my future looked small, or in a corporate office that looked like making it but felt a bit like a cage. The dream evolved, but the core was the same. I wanted freedom over my time. I wanted work that meant something to me. I wanted enough money to choose, not beg. And I wanted a life my kids could look at and see courage, not regret. You More Than Your 9 to 5 is a book about admission. I had to tell myself the truth about my dream before I could use my job, my moves, and my money as tools to build it. If you read the author's note in the book, you will see it clearly. I still work a 9 to 5. I still wake up to an alarm. The difference is that I stopped pretending that was the dream. You don't need to quit. You need to be honest. This is very important. Admitting your dream is not the same as quitting tomorrow, burning your life down, announcing a dramatic reinvention of yourself on Instagram. In the book, I'm very clear. Your 9 to 5 can be a tool, not a prison. You can change your life without blowing it up. You can move with small, brave choices, not chaos. But those choices don't come from, I guess I'm okay. They come from, I want more than this. I'm willing to build it slowly. I'll use this job on purpose while I work on my real future. I'm done pretending I don't know what I want. Admitting the dream doesn't force a big leap, it just stops you from leaving like you are asleep. Now take 2 minutes, no more. Write these lines and finish them without editing. If I were completely honest, the dream inside me is blank. Another question I want you to answer with pen and paper. If nothing changed in my life for the next 10 years, I would feel blank. And then the last one is one small brave choice I could make this month that respects that dream is blank. You don't have to show this to anyone, but once it's on paper, you can't pretend you never knew. In You More Than Your 9 to 5, I can walk you through the whole journey. The hidden dream in your ordinary life, other people's opinions, small brave choices, redefining making it, building vehicles like property, and the 9 to 5 we use on purpose. If this hits something in you, it's not an accident. There is probably a sentence you've been avoiding for years. Maybe it's time to write it down. If I stirred something and you want the full framework and the stories behind it, that's exactly what You More Than Your 9 to 5 is for. So I recommend you read the book and then send me a message, find me on social media, reach out, let's discuss what is it that you want for your life. I won't tell you to quit tomorrow. I'll help you finally admit the dream inside you and then use your job, your money, and your next year on purpose. And before you go away, ask yourself, what's the dream I've been too scared to follow? Start there, and the rest you can figure it out later.